People use that book, because I've given it to a few people, and they almost use it like a one day at a time in AA, and every day they open it and they always get something out of it. They randomly open it and read it. That's how they start their day. And I was so pleased when they told me that. 3 out of the 5 people do that.
I've heard that from other people too, and sometimes at meetings we'll have the book and we'll just use it as a little reading to start the meeting. It gets us thinking along a particular path. Yes, that young man he graduated from high school and he had his baby at the book. His baby was 3 weeks old at the book launch at McNally
That's right.
Robbins.
Right,
Yes.
I remember that.
This book.
I sat beside him and he was so anxious about reading, but he was a wonderful young man, and he did
great.
well, didn't he?
Yes.
Yes, he did.
His poem was also published in an international journal.
Oh, wonderful.
I read it in England when I was there, and everyone wrote power notes for him. And when I brought the power notes back, he couldn't read them because today one of the things that you haven't identified, but it's very much a part of youth experience, is kids are not taught to read cursive handwriting.
Right, yeah.
It's like Gothic
Mhm,
print
mhm,
might be for us, that it's not something that youth are taught. And so if we write something in handwriting, so my helper at that time was Krista, and every time we had a break, she'd read a few more of the power notes to Jeremy because he couldn't read them himself. So interesting.
Like a
That's
secret
interesting.
code.
Yes, yes.
It is. I have some of Ted's father's letters, and they're in Gothic script. Even if I read German, I couldn't decipher because it's not something that I understand.
Now we say TTYS. What is it? TTYS. See you soon or whatever.
Oh,
Talk to
yeah.
you later.
Talk to you later,
TTYL.
yeah.
See, I don't even know these things the way they talk nowadays with these letters.
Aha.
It's getting less and less. That's a long way from Gothic German.
It is.
Very cryptic.
Cryptic.
Raising a bunch of illiterates.
Well,
It's bad.
let us.
Oh, we were supposed to be on a break.
Yeah. Well,
What is the whole morning's a break.
That's
It's
it.
lovely.
Thank you.
Like,
It's
this
our
isn't like
coffee
work.
break.
This isn't work, no.
No, not at all. This is enjoyment.
What time is it? I didn't
It's
worry.
now about 12 o'clock, so I will have you home in a half an hour.
Oh, don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'll be okay.
And I'm wondering, can I give you some more hot water, tea, coffee?
No, fine.
Nothing that you need right now?
I'd like some hot water, please.
You bet. And then I'll ask Dave, what do you need in order, and we can certainly use the other part of the room, the living room, the counter, the queen's chair there, whatever we want.
Right. Right. Yeah, I mean, if I wouldn't mind, sort of maybe pulling the table back a little bit, and then just getting maybe a few sentences from each of you on what your experience, just to get it. I've sort of got this wide shot, but it'd be nice to have a close-up as well, just saying what your experience of transformative life writing has been.
Okay, so what you'd
That
want
makes sense.
somebody else to know if they're thinking about taking this course?
How's it changed you? Yeah.
Okay.
So it's reframing it, but I'd like to get a close-up shot, if that's okay.
So a